So I have a rotten back. I've blown out discs left and right. It's been pretty bad throughout my 20s and 30s and 40s. I would go in to see the pain management doctors and get those steroid shots. Some people do it under anesthesia. I just stay wide awake and let the doctor just inject me, and then I'm good. So before Christmas in December of 2022, like I said, went to see my doctor. And I don't know if he was rushing because it was right before the Christmas holiday and whatnot, but he went in too far in the piriformis muscle area, and that's where your sciatic nerve bundle travels through. And he pierced one of my sciatic nerves, the S1, and shot the steroid into the nerve. And what it did was it was like a chemical burn all the way from where it went up into the back. It went down my leg and all the way into my foot. And when I tell you, it was the most excruciating pain I've ever had in my life. I mean, I think I blacked out. And I remember screaming. What happened was I had the doctor try to ignore me and not help me. He didn't tell me that, hey, 90% of the people that have this happen to them, they never get better. He never said that to me. But I looked it up, and then I went to neurologists and a neurosurgeon. They were going to put a spinal cord stimulator in my back, and then I was going to be having to have a morphine pump because there was no way to control the pain. It was like 9-10 constantly. Couldn't sleep, couldn't walk. I mean, I thought this is it, I'm going to go out, and the rest of my life's going to be, I'm going to be a burden to my family. It was the most horrible time of my life. So I went into prayer and I asked to be healed. About 3 hours of laying on the floor and crying and asking. And then I heard, "You will be healed." I heard it. And I felt this weight lift off of me. And I'm like, I'm healed. I'm already healed. I'm not even going to ask again. I know that I'm healed. I started to go into meditation. I had some peculiar things happen to me during the meditation. That's a whole nother, it's like a 2-hour podcast. We'll need for that. Let's just say I'm probably going to write a book about it because that was so profound. But I had energetically some kind of being come to me in meditation while I, tried to just relax to sleep and work on my body. I felt electrical, stimulation going up my spine. I felt it going down my leg. I could feel a presence there. And it happened to me a total of 4 times. And on the 3rd time, I had a completely dead left foot. I couldn't feel my foot at all. I was practically dragging it everywhere I went. When I usually crawled, though, that's how bad it was. I got up in the morning and I had feeling in my foot again. And I got so much better over the next few months that I didn't need the surgery. And now I'd say, the pain's about a 2 to 3 and it's gone. So I beat the odds. But while I was in the throes of the pain and before the prayer, I was looking for something to help because they were giving me the strongest, 30 milligram Percocets to take. I can't take that kind of medicine. So I started researching. I came across somebody that had told me about Amanita. I didn't know where to buy it. I go online and look, and I found a lady that was talking about Amanita, and on it, she had a little link to click that said Minnesota Nice Ethnobotanicals. And I'm like, well, I guess this is where I'm going to get my Amanita from. And I ordered some gummies to start trying it. And I chewed just 2 gummies, and I could feel my body felt light as a feather. I felt no pressure. It seemed to take that nerve pain and just crank it way down. And then I could sleep. So I started communicating with you because I was so excited about this Amanita. I was like, Christian, okay, so could I be a wholesaler for you? Christian, let me ask you another question. Do you remember?
Oh yeah,
how
of course.
I was so excited. Yeah, I'm still that way though. See, that's
I know you are. I know. We're gonna get into that a little bit too.
Yeah, good things are happening. But I started off with the gummies, and then after that, I learned to make tea, and I was drinking the tea before I go to bed, and I was sleeping again. And I really credit the angels, God, the universe, whatever I tapped into. And you too, Christian, for having the Amanita. And Amanita, I think it did something. It felt like it did something in my brain that like switched something.
Yeah.
After about 5 months, I didn't even feel like the same person. I had no like depression. My anxiety was gone. I'm like, who am I? You know? And just now I just go with the flow, and I don't stress about anything. I just am like just so calm and balanced now. I mean, it changed my life.
Yeah.
So, and
Yeah,
ever
I
since
know.
then, you and I have been friends.
Yeah. Your business mama.
You're my son. I know you are. But yeah, I've been helping you out here and there, and just spreading the word and letting people know there's something special about this mushroom.
Absolutely.